Now there's some breaking news that's coming in. The United States on Friday imposed wide-ranging sanctions on Russia over its declared annexation of parts of Ukraine, targeting hundreds of people and companies, including those in Russia's military-industrial complex and lawmakers. Washington acted after Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday proclaimed the biggest annexation in Europe since World War II, declaring Russian rule over 15% of Ukraine's territory occupied by Russian forces. Now, to give us more information on this, I'm being joined on phone line by my colleague Abhishek Jha. Abhishek, if you could please give us some perspective about the new sanctions that the US has slapped.
It was on a very expected line when Vladimir Putin was going to announce the annexation of these four regions into the larger Russia, Kherson, Zaporozhye, Luhansk, and Donetsk, that the Western Bloc is going to act against Russia. And we have seen so many sanctions coming in that is going to throttle Russian economy and Russia's international trade. Not only USA, the European Council has also expressed solidarity with Ukraine and said they are going to bring in more restrictive measures on Russia. Canada has also listed few more, like 43 new individuals who have been sanctioned under Canada's latest press release, including Vladimir Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov, his wife, and his children. So several sanctions are being brought in by USA, European Union, and other partner countries in order to restrict Russia's economic activities internationally so that Russia may be forced to withdraw its aggression into the parts of Ukraine that it has been continuing for 7 months now.
Well, Abhishek, on one hand, the US has slapped sanctions. On the other hand, the UN Security Council also looked at a proposal. How do you see this working out in the near future?
So, ever since this whole Russian war or aggression or Russia's special military operation in Ukraine has started, world has always been on the side of peace. If you talk about European Union, USA, and all the NATO allies, they have been condemning Russia. There are countries like India, which has always maintained a neutrality with Russian-Ukraine conflict, saying that a cessation of hostility should be there. And also, the dialogue is the only way forward to mitigate the conflict. This is the same sentiment that was echoed by India's permanent representative, Ruchira Kamboj, in last night's resolution, condemning Russian action in Ukraine, where she continued to say that India has always maintained that peace and dialogue is the only way forward, and it's not a time of war. So this line is also something that Prime Minister Modi had said in his bilateral talks with President Putin while they were meeting on the sidelines of a SCO summit in Samarkand. And ever since, India has said that this is not a time of war. World leaders have picked up this line, and they have also maintained that with all the differences they have had, this is at least not the time of war, and world has other priorities of food security, supply chain distribution, climate, and these are the issues that needs to be tackled on the basis of priority. And war and conflict is something that should be avoided for the larger good of the humanity or the world at large.
Well, thank you for the information, Abhishek. If I may request you to please continue, because there's some